Inart is treating us once again to another DC figure. They just did the BVS Batman, which looked insanely good. And now they're giving us a Christopher Reeve Superman. This figure, it looks amazing. The only thing I'm kind of worried about, to be honest, is the price. So let's get that out of the way first. We don't yet know the price, but the BVS Batman, it was $389 on Inart's website. For most of us, we can't buy it direct. We have to get it from a different site. And all the other sites, pretty much, it was around 460 bucks. Sub 460 bucks before shipping and extra charges, anything like that. So yeah, I don't know how much this one's gonna be at this point. It's gonna be like $700, probably not. Hopefully I'm just joking, because this one, we're also not 100% sure yet if it's like a 2-pack. It does look like it's gonna be a sort of 2-pack, or at least you get like 2 different bodies, but at the same time, it could just be like clothing. I don't know exactly yet. We'll see if we need a follow-up video whenever this one goes live, once we have the full product photos and all the information and art. They give us all the pages and stuff, because I did the follow-up with BVS Batman, and I feel like we really needed to, because in art, they show the initial pictures. We don't get a ton of info, and then they show us some more later on with all the actual info. So let's look at all these photos today and just give our opinion, because hopefully the price is justified, but we'll have to see what it's going to be, because now, especially because this is a sculpted, like a sculpted head sculpt, kind of like how the BVS Batman was. I don't know what we're going to expect on price. Also, like I said, I don't know if they're doing a dual pack, or if they're going to have like 2 different options or something like that. But let's look at all these photos, because it's a pretty good looking figure. So you see, we're going to get 2 kind of looks. We're going to get I don't know who this dude is here on the left. I mean, we get some news reporter, I guess, here on the left. And then on the right, we actually get Superman. So some random dude on the left, and then we get Superman on the right. So let's look at all these photos now. So let's get this out of the way first. It goes live this Friday, April 17th at 20 o'clock. I mean, if you know what 20 o'clock is, GMT plus 8, congratulations. But basically just, it goes live Friday. Like I said, most of us are going to have to buy it from somewhere else. Hopefully it's not going to be crazy expensive, kind of like how the BVS Batman was. I mean, BVS Batman, yes, it's an insanely good looking figure, but let's be honest for a second. That price for a lot of people might not be justified, especially because we did that comparison with the Hot Toys 2.0, and that one honestly came out looking pretty good for quite a bit cheaper. But let's do some comparisons, because yeah, I know it's from 1978, so quite a bit before my time, but I think it could be the quality of the camera, you know, here on the left. But I do see what some people are saying, where he looks a lot older, a lot more like wrinkly and like skin texture and stuff. And you see all the like, what is it called, freckles, I think, over here on his neck. So I will say it probably looks like this, because like the old cameras, film grain, you can't really see every detail. I mean, it's not like it's 4K or anything. It's like what was even 720p back then, 1978? Was it 480p? I honestly don't really know, but this image here, you can definitely tell there's a little bit of a difference. But he gets some different hair, like swap out hairs, that we'll take a look at. But this one here, of course, is the Superman one. He's got a little swirly going on, but I still think it looks pretty accurate. Yeah, maybe the head sculpt does throw us off a little bit. I will say that, especially this specific image, but we'll look at some other comparison images, because right now, yeah, the eyes do look pretty accurate. They're blue, the eyebrows, maybe, but yeah, it's throwing me off just a little bit, not gonna lie. But then here's another image, and yeah, it also looks very, very low resolution. I swear it's not just because I found a low resolution image again. But the suit, it does look accurate. I mean, like the type of ab look, he wasn't like super muscular like some of the modern like Supermans, where they give him, you know, like muscle suits and stuff. It was like an average-ish kind of guy in a suit. That's how I always kind of thought it was kind of like. But it does look like very accurate here in like the stomach area. You can see like the stomach area. It's not like super abby or buff or anything. Is that even a word? Super abby, like has a bunch of abs, if you know what I mean. And then there's like the arms do look pretty accurate according to the low resolution image. The trunks, like it does look really good. I'd say the suit looks really good. It's just that head is probably going to throw a couple people off, because yeah, just yeah, the head sculpts, I don't know, the head sculpt seems a little bit off to me right now. I don't, is it just me though? Definitely let me know down in the comments. So maybe it's just me saying the head sculpt looks off, or maybe I just chose like a not amazing picture, because even the hair, his hair looks super smooth here, but like I said, it could be like film grain. I don't know if this is like edited up to 4K or something like that, but the hair, yeah, I mean, the hair's all right. But the suit, I do think the suit looks very, very accurate to me. And then here you can just see some more images. So here they're doing a close up of all that skin texture, all the freckling and everything in the light. It looks really nice. And then another image of the suit, hands behind the back. And yeah, here's an image of him in the whole Clark Kent look. I mean, like I said, some random news reporter, but I think we all know the glasses aren't fooling us. That's definitely Superman right there. We got Clark Kent going on. He gets some cool accessories. He gets the hat, he gets the jacket, he gets the briefcase. I just don't know if it's going to be two bodies or like two outfit sets or something. But there is a picture showing them together. But then again, there's also pictures of him like opening up the chest. So is this like an outfit set you put over the body, over the fabric suit? Personally, I just don't know yet. If any of you out there do know, or if you're watching this video after the fact, once it's already announced fully and stuff, just let us know down in the comments, because I just personally don't know. But this head sculpt, I will say on its own, when we're not doing a side-by-side comparison, it does look really good. Like, it's a very detailed, really good looking head sculpt. And you get like two different faces, I guess, because it's like swap out faces. We'll see that later on. They gave us like different looks, because you get the smiling one and you get a more serious looking one. And then they give you like 3 different hairs. So you can even see, I'm looking to see if there's any indents for the glasses. I think one of the head sculpts is for the glasses, and then the other 2 are like kind of basic. We'll look. I don't know why I'm guessing. There's a picture in here we'll get to eventually. The glasses look pretty good, pretty like large, but also in figure form. That makes sense. I can't really see how they're, I think they're like going into the head sculpt, if I had to say. It kind of looks like maybe there's some cutouts in the hair and it just like slides right in there, which is fine, of course. It's not really going to go on the outside if you have like thicker hair. Glasses kind of get covered a little bit if you have a lot of hair. But the suit, the tailoring does look really good. You see all that fine detail in there. You see the tie, like up close. I really like how the suit's looking. Maybe I'm getting the J&D John Wicks. Maybe one day Inart will tackle John Wick. Could be cool if they have really good tailoring, because not gonna lie, I have the Hot Toys John Wick. You can see it right there. It's funny, yesterday I was like reposing them for fun. But their suit material, I just don't really like the feel of it. It just feels, I don't know. The best way to describe it is like papery. So Inart, I'm really curious how good their suit material is. So man, that's the thing. This is the figure I'm really, really interested in, because it looks like really cool, especially because the whole suit's like almost all fabric. So which means the posability should be really good on it. I'm hoping, at least. Unless they're putting like a silicone body under it. Because even that BVS Batman, for some reason, they're like, yeah, we put a silicone body under it. And part of me is like, why? I mean, maybe it's a little bit more premium, I guess. It's like it's going to fill out the suit, unless they're just talking about silicone for the muscles. But if they put a whole silicone body almost under, I don't know. I guess it makes the proportions look a little bit better, because the suit's going to, of course, if the suit's tighter, it's going to make the joints a little bit more visible. But I'm just curious if they did that with this one or not. I feel like, I don't know, maybe when they add silicone under the suit, they're going a little bit overboard, although it is nice. But then sometimes the price is like a lot more. So I'm curious how this is. If it's not silicone under the suit, it might be a little cheaper. We just got to see though, because it's looking good right now. You can definitely see you get a drape cape. And then here on the right, you get a wired cape. So it's kind of cool. They give you both. They've been doing that with a lot of their cape wielding, cape having heroes, I guess. And then here's the base. The base, Inart's bases are usually basic, but they look nice. Like you see the Superman symbol right there. It's kind of short. Or I don't know why I said it's kind of short. It's kind of tall. That's what I meant to say. Looks like it's a little taller, but it's not as wide. I guess that's where the shortness comes from. It's not as wide. Then you have the Fortress of Solitude, I think, in the back. It kind of looks like, it reminds me a little bit of like the David Cornsweet Superman base that they're making. I don't know when that figure, hopefully that figure releases soon, because I have that one on order. But yeah, you can see like some snow, and then maybe the fortress right there. And it looks cool. It's just very, very basic, a basic base. And then here you can see him in the jacket, and it's kind of cool. You can put the jacket on, but then here on the right, this is the one that I don't know if it throws me off, but you get 2 different bases and 2 different figures. So I'm like, if you just want the Superman, are they doing that? And then are they doing a 2-pack where you can get both? I'm just not really sure, because I know in the past they've done like 2 packs, I think, with their Joker. I believe they did a 2-pack with that one, if I'm remembering correctly. So are they doing that with this? I'm just really curious, because I don't know if they're going to have different versions, kind of like how J&D does a little bit. They have like type A, C, B, all the way up to Z. No, I'm just kidding. They don't do up to Z. But yeah, I know like with J&D John Wick, they had the type A, which was just the chapter 1 John Wick. Then they had a type C, I think it was called. which was chapter 1 and chapter 4. And you couldn't, as far as I could see, you couldn't get the chapter 4 figure on his own, which was an interesting choice. So I'm curious how Inart's going to do this. If they're going to make you get both, or if you can just get one. I'm curious. If you get both, I'm sure the price is going to be up there quite a bit, because I know with that Terminator 1 figure they did, the price was pretty decent. I think it was around like 420 or 420 something, because you could actually buy it direct through Inart. Mostly because the price was still lower because they give you a second body for the battle damage and the clean look, because they got like feedback and stuff. So for them, they threw it in there, kept the price the same. That's awesome. This one though, it seems like they're planning on 2 bodies, so price up front is probably going to be a bit more. But the base for regular news reporter dude, I know, Clark Kent, he has like, I guess maybe wood looking flooring. It's really hard to tell, or that's like carpet type flooring. But the bases, they both look decent. And then here on the left, you can see Superman. Here on the right is, of course, Clark Kent opening his chest. I guess that is Superman. Who knew? So that was some reporter guy. But that's the other thing too, because I'm like, I was saying, is the suit something you put over this outfit, or are they just going to have a whole nother Superman outfit, or like just the top half under this, so you can open it up and have them like revealing it if you want to? So that's the other thing I'm curious about, how they're going to do it exactly. Because the chest symbol, I've heard some other stuff, the chest symbol, some people aren't too happy with. I think it looks fine, to me at least. But yeah, I'm just really curious how they're going to do this kind of 2-pack looking thing. So you can see you get the serious head sculpt, and then of course the smiling one, so you could switch them, whatever you want to do. And then here we just have some more close-ups. Here you can see the serious one on, of course, Clark Kent's body. And then here you can see the kind of more smiling head sculpt. So you just mix match whatever you want to do. Like I said, the glasses, they look a little larger, but they look pretty good to me. The hat looks pretty nice as well. Looks like it's just sculpted plastic. And then, not gonna lie, I'm not really sure what that thing is. I think that, oh, that's a bullet, right? Like a bullet, you know, he got shot and it just stops. Or it's a screw, one of the two. And then here he's got a whole kryptonite looking necklace. Pretty cool, you know? Superman with his kryptonite necklace. Not gonna lie though, I feel like a lot of people won't put that on him, because I mean, do you want a Superman in your display that's getting kryptonited? Most likely not, but we'll have to see what people choose. And then yeah, here's the overall shots of kind of some of the stuff you get. You see the 2 different head sculpts, which are interesting looking, like here on the stand. Like it's not faceplates, looks like full head sculpts, but just the black on the back where the hair kind of goes over is interesting. And yeah, now we can see it. You see those cutouts here on each side. So both head sculpts are going to be compatible with the glasses. Luckily though, looking at, yeah, like you can't see the holes too well, I don't think, when he's using like I think the Superman hair looks like this one here in the middle looks like it covers up those holes mostly. And then the other 2 leaves it a bit more open. Not gonna lie though, yeah, I didn't see too many images with this hair. You see how this hair looks a bit flatter? So if we go all the way back to this image, that looks more like this hair. So I think they are giving you sort of the option with like the flatter hair, more slicked back type look. But then, yeah, it doesn't really have the curl though. So it's kind of like a bit more slick back. You have the larger looking hairs. Of course, the Superman hair here in the middle. And I think those 2 potentially are going to be the ones where you can actually put the glasses in. But you can see both of them have holes. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So this is a figure. I don't know. It looks cool. I just don't think it's one that I personally am going to need. Like I said, over 20 years before my time was the 1978 Superman. Like, I'm a little tempted though, because I do love that Superman color scheme. It looks really, really good. But then again, I just need to see the price. If it's not too bad, but if it's Inart, or not if it's Inart, but it's Inart. So Inart prices are getting way up there, especially for like just sculpted hair stuff. And if they are doing a 2-pack, man, what's it going to be, like $600 or more on the not aftermarket, but from resellers, because, you know, not licensed in the US. So let's just talk about all that down in the comments. I'll maybe do a follow-up video when the price comes out and we have more info, just to give us a clearer picture. But I want to do the preview for now, at least look at everything and just give my personal opinion. And yeah, now I want to hear yours down in the comments. So let's talk about it.